Alright, so I'm doing a bit of a double feature here this time. This is partly a response video to Rockin' Robo, who showed a really good deck on how to quickly farm through Topo's free battle for DLC 12. And he uses a speedy team. I'm going with what is now what I consider to be my second best deck. It's got the new Janemba figure in it, along with the second Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta we got. I'm using the attack variant. Got him molded into attack with ADM up second, defense up second, just to get some more defense out of him so I can try to keep him around for another turn at least, which usually works. This is the setup I like to run to quickly farm through his free battle. I've already, farmed all the new chips and everything. So I already got like 99, all the UR, SRs, and all that other stuff. But just wanted to quickly go over how to get through this free battle rather quickly with a very unique deck. And you can still go second and still do it very, very quickly. In fact, I used it to grind all the chips really fast, within just like, at most, 4 turns. Again, that's at most, because I did do a bunch of testing. This deck is thankfully consistent. Best case scenario, I'm able to get through this free battle within just 2 turns. Sometimes, though, the RNG likes to take me over and give me low rolls when it's calculating my damage numbers. So what I'd like to do in this free battle turn 1 is I'll put out Goku, Janemba, and Vaos. And Janemba is freaking insane. He's actually become my new favorite figure in the game, man. I screwed up a double attack there because obviously I'm trying to both talk and play at the same time, damn it. But anyway, what makes Janemba really overpowered is he's adding 10% damage to damage taken by all opponents each turn. That's repeatable, first off. Second, he can be at 2 HP and take another hit from a figure and he'd still be around. Unless, of course, you're doing player versus player, in which the counterattack would screw him, but I'm gonna be honest, the PvP for Colosseum, at least on PC, it's non-existent. Just nobody plays this on PC. And it's a damn shame, because I would love to do some free battles with either Rockin' Robo or Unleash sometime. Just we're on very different time zones and very different schedules. So, it just gets in the way very often. And this is really consistent. It's incredibly rare that Vegeta doesn't kill Topo. And the game, again, gives me low rolls. But still, very consistent. Thankfully, I get a counterattack here. I don't know why it does that, because oftentimes he's doing around 12k to Topo, and Topo dies no problem. So I don't know what the game's deal is with that. I also had a couple ideas for doing a couple of decks in the future. I'll get into that with the new UR Super Vegeta that we got. A shout out and thank you to Joshua, one of my subscribers, because he actually tested it. So how that figure's posing skill works is he doesn't take health away from your master. Rather, what he does instead is he takes the value of it, like the value of its max HP. So odds are you're gonna want to be a 99 to get the most out of it, and obviously have him 10 out of 10 and an EX limb broken, all that stuff. But I calculated it, and he has like no drawbacks whatsoever with this posing skill. It's obnoxious. I did the math on it. He's getting 750 to his attack stat, and it's repeatable. And not just that, he is also decreasing the enemy master defense by 20% for each time he kills a figure. So I would say he's one of the best, if not maybe the best figure in the game, because I'm going to tell you what his stats are. They're insane. He has 5,700 attack, I'm sorry, not attack, HP. That's his base stat at 99. This is the EX version I'm talking about, by the way. And the balanced version with all the speed. He has over 6,000 speed, I want to say 6,200. I want to say he's got 6,300 attack or something, it might have been 6,800. He's ridiculously good. I'm going to be doing a video on him, Omega Shenron, Probably have Vados in there. Depending on whether or not the slower version hits harder, I want to say yes. If not, it probably has a lot more HP. I'm gonna look at him really quick, actually. Is that the slower version hits even harder and has decent enough HP? I'm probably gonna put him on the field with, like, Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Vados. Let's take a look at him really fast, though. The slower one. Okay, so I'm probably gonna use this one in an SEC team. But just look at that trigger square. It's ridiculously strong. Place on a trigger square, add plus 3% of own master's max HP. So it takes the maximum value of it, and then takes 3% from it each turn. Defeat an opponent for minus 20% to the opponent's master defense. Already went over that. Own ultimate attack gauge is at 80% or higher, plus 350 to own attack for each ally left. Stacks that turn only, so he's getting even more attack if you have allies left. And Omega Shenron is great with this because the second one is not only really strong, he subtracts your ultimate attack gauge at the end of each turn. So he works very well with this figure. And then putting Vados on the field, he's going to take a lot less damage. See where that second Omega Shenron goes. He goes on the bottom right, right behind Vados. Very, very good figure. Probably going to use this one with it. Anyway, to get back into it, and just so I can prove that I'm not lying about the RNG screwing me over, giving me low rolls, let's do that one more time with Topo. By the way, I did bother to go ahead and get all the farmable drops from the raid recently. Thankfully, I got everything. They actually increased the drop rates on everything, including parallel quests, so thankfully they listen to the fans. It's a lot easier to grind for whatever you want. And the game overall is going to be a lot more enjoyable now for a lot of players. Hopefully that also brings a bunch of new players, or rather old players back too. Because yes, this game is still receiving DLC, which I'm completely fine with. And hopefully the majority of the people will look for Dispo, even though it's likely Goku's going to win anyway because people want the Omen sign just with the tattered shirt and the black hair, I guess. I don't get it. I could see him maybe getting 1 or 2 unique moves, and that's it. He's just going to be, you know, very similar to Ultra Instinct Master. I don't see the point in voting him. I feel like the next DLC, and this is how I would decide if it were up to me. So, how I would handle DLC 13, I would give us both Bergamo and Dispo. And for the costume vote, I would make Tracksuit 18 a gift, not just a costume option for us players. And even then, I hope if, you know, that one wins, we still get it preset with 18 in the tracksuit. Because that, to me, is like long overdue. That should already be in the game. And then for the mascot, for me, it's a toss-up between either Icarus or the Oracle Fish. I'd likely vote for the Oracle Fish, though. I just find him really funny, especially just to look at. He's a fish in, like, a wine glass type thing. That's just funny to me. I like him. And Icarus for obvious reasons. I always wonder what happened to him after, Then again, I think he was in movies only, so scratch that. But normally, when RNG isn't screwing me over, that's around the damage I'm doing to Topo with Vegeta. And if I'm lucky enough here to get a counterattack, Broly's dying this turn too. Okay, so I didn't get it. That's no big deal, though. That's another reason why I like to put out Janemba in front only at turn 2. And then to keep it safe. Because by then, like, the game is pretty much done. Just put Goku in the middle, Vados in the upper right, both of them die. And Vados is the only one to take damage from Broly, so it's like, Broly doesn't even really get to use his trigger square. But yeah, if any of you had any ideas on a few decks in the future, you know, feel free to leave those below. I'm always interested to see what other players can come up with. I've had a lot of fun doing some more deck ideas recently, so hopefully a few more people can get on board with that. I wouldn't mind doing some videos on that and putting out the content for you. And unfortunately, it's the 22nd. Luckily, I'm off the 23rd, but that's when everyone has to go back to the office. So I'm unfortunately going to be going back to doing that. It just sucks. It was a really big convenience for me to be able to keep working from home, and I got a Keurig machine here, so that's even better to me. Plus, I get to be at home and working with my buddy, you know, my cat, Malice. But anyway, he's exhausted. He's already sleeping behind me. I'm gonna go do the same here. I thank you all for watching, and yeah, I'll see you next time. Peace. Oh, and one other thing, I will be showing off all the artworks, but I'm gonna wait till I get them all. Before I do that, I have gone ahead though, I have everything so far. And how they're handling a lot of them is you have to wait for the TP Metal Shop to reset each week. And they're also giving them out as raid rewards now, which I think is pretty cool. This current raid going on, that's ending soon, you'll get illustrations 88 and 153, so I recommend doing the raid now if you're just hearing about it. But anyway, I thank you all again for watching, and I'll see you later. Peace.